One thing that not normal at events, we had no agenda.
No agenda.
Yeah.
We had no agenda.
So my jam, yes. No agenda.
Really?
Yes. Right, because when there's an agenda, everyone's so sticking to it, and then you can't be authentic sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
What if that's not the way you're supposed to be at that moment? So I think free-flowing is the way to go, but hey,
Yeah.
that's just my opinion.
So we didn't want, a couple reasons we didn't have an agenda. Number one is like we wanted this to be an experience. We wanted people to commit to the day, right? We wanted you to say like, we didn't want you to come from 10 to 11 for one thing. We wanted you to say, I'm here for the day. And I think your mindset is different when you're committed, right?
Mm-hmm.
To live in the now. We talked about the now a lot yesterday, and we will be talking more about the now with Drift. But like, we wanted people to just be there and be present and just don't worry about anything else that's happened today, be here. But then also we wanted to just keep people guessing and not say, okay, I know so-and-so speaks at 3, so I'm going to maybe go to Hypergrowth at 2, and then I'll duck out. We were like, we wanted to get you there and get you stuck for the day. And stuck in a good way where like, you know, you're just more committed. It's like when you read a good book, right? You want to keep going and get to the end. That's what we wanted to do.
And I think it worked at the end. And I talked to a lot of people who wanted the agenda, wanted the scheduled times. And by the mid part of the day, they were like, oh, they were totally into it.
They bought it.
Right? Yeah. Including our friends from Lithuania who wanted like exact schedules.
You know what's crazy? I forgot about that. But then I realized like, when I was introing some speakers, I forgot that they didn't know who's next.
No idea.
And so when I would start to read the intro, I could hear like a couple like when it was like Casey for whatever.
Yeah.
Like this next guy is a YouTube, and people were like, and so that part was really cool.
I like that.
Yeah.
Who was your favorite speaker? Or favorite speaker.
So I had a hard time like paying attention to a lot of the content.
Yes.
But I'll give you 2. So just completely, I can't, like I have chills still thinking about this. Jocko and Casey were just incredible behind the scenes.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could cry right now. I'm serious. I have chills because each of them came by themselves. No entourage, no handlers.
No.
Jocko, literally, I'm standing out there eating lunch. My wife was there, Leah, shout out Leah. She was hanging out backstage all day. We're sitting there eating lunch, and all of a sudden, in the VIP entrance where the people come in, Jocko just walks around the corner. Jocko walks around the corner. He's got 2 bags and a hat on.
Yeah.
And he just walks up to me and he shakes my hand. And I go, "You're not with anybody?" He goes, "Nope. Staying right around the corner." So he literally like, flew in by himself, goes to hotel, comes to the event. I mean, who's going to do anything to him?
Yeah.
You know?
How does the saying go?
Yeah.
The rich don't become assholes; they already are.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's what he said. He said, look,
Or the
he said,
richer
my
you-
brand,
yeah.
he said, I am me. This is my brand. I'm not a diva. I have no requests.
Yeah.
And so he's there. However, he wasn't speaking until 5:15.
Yeah.
And he showed up at 12.
Yeah.
And he hung out
And spoke
backstage
to everyone.
with us
Yeah.
all day.
Yeah.
Good humor.
Answered questions, took a bazillion pictures.
A bazillion pictures, shook hands. He talked to Leah for probably 3 hours about everything we talked about books, we talked about plant-based diet, we talked about kids, we talked about everything.
Yeah.
And he was just hanging out.
Mm-hmm.
That was amazing. And Casey was the same. Casey was the same way. I was a little nervous about Casey because, you know, having watched so much of his stuff, I know that he says a lot, I don't like when people, you know, do X, Y, and Z. And I didn't want people to freak out, and he just was cool. And I think he was surprised at how real we were. Nobody treated him like, you know, we were like, we want to treat him just like everybody else.
Yeah.
And he came in and he hung out, and he stayed for much longer than we thought he would. We made the vlog today. If you subscribe to Casey Neistat on YouTube, we were in his vlog today, which is
not
so
we.
cool.
DG's in the vlog.
No, you're in there. You didn't see yourself?
No.
When
I
he
didn't go
walks
that
on
far.
stage, when he walks on stage, you're seeing it. Then he goes in the back and he did a critique of our green room. Vig is in it. Alex Orfeo's in it. Like everybody's in it.
Get out of here.
It's really cool.
That's
dope.
crazy. Do you like Casey Neistat?
So I didn't know him until I had looked at the list of presenters.
Yeah.
So I started following him immediately. I was very impressed by him.
Yeah.
Very impressed by him. But everyone else I did know.
Yeah.
Actually, I have a question for you guys.
Shoot.
How did you decide who would attend as the presenter or who would be on your panel?
Who would? The speakers.
Was there
that was
like
a
a
hard
process
one.
to this?
There was like sort of a loose process to it.
little
Yeah,
bit.
I
I
think
think
we started to look through basically people that we had listened to their stuff.
Yeah.
We had read some of their stuff. We had somehow. It's almost like when we talk about books here, or we talk about other things. It's just like stuff that we're interested in, right? So there were all of these people were like different people that we were kind of exploring and trying to figure out, like, what do they do? How do they work? What's going on? It seems like they've been able to do something. So I think the allure at first for all of them was like, wow, they've gone from like 0 to something big in terms of building a brand, right? And that's what we want to talk about at Hypergrowth, and we want to share those lessons, and maybe they can share some lessons. And so it was really from a place of curiosity of like, wow, it looks like, wow, Casey did this thing, and Molly did this thing, and like going down the line, like they've all done this thing, Jocko, and they're all so radically different from different backgrounds. Almost no overlap, and so it was also surreal to see a lot of them speaking backstage, like Molly hanging out with Jocko. It was like, what is going on here?
I saw Jocko,
but there was so much overlap, and even she said that of like there was so much overlap in the stuff that they think about and do, but wildly different backgrounds.
Yeah, and
right?
you guys brought it all together, which I think is so cool.